Hello and welcome back to LFC News. In today's video we have some massive Liverpool transfer news as Liverpool are preparing a blockbuster offer for a Premier League star. Now when we talk about the money involved in this deal, it is insane and I think it really will split the fan base on how people feel about this potential deal. So we will get into that in today's video and we will go over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. But before we do, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to join our fast growing community and you never miss any Liverpool news as we go over all of it. Whenever it comes out, we go over the Liverpool news. So let's get straight into today's video with this article here regarding Wataru Endo. So as it says by the hot headline, Arne Slot offers blunt answer to why Wataru Endo is not starting for Liverpool. Wataru Endo should start for Liverpool, in my opinion, especially over Konate. I know Endo is not he's not a natural centre back, but he's better than Konate by far. Like it's not even close at this point. I'm sick to death of seeing Konate in this starting lineup. Play Endo. I don't understand why Endo doesn't play for Liverpool as it is. He's had a tough life since Slot has come in. You can't blame age. He's what, like 30? He's not even old. Yeah, it's stupid. I don't understand why Endo doesn't play for Liverpool, and it's actually something that really frustrates me. So we'll go over this article quickly. So Endo has featured in only 216 minutes this season and has been an unused substitute in the last 5 matches, with his only starts coming in the Carabao Cup, which is ridiculous. Endo is good enough to start for Liverpool, especially this current Liverpool side. So let's see what Arne Slot actually had to say on why Endo is not playing for Liverpool. So, I prefer not to talk about individuals, but since you ask, he is in the position Ryan is in, as in Ryan Gravenberch. Ryan is not performing at the worst of all our players, which I agree with, you know. Gravenberch has definitely not been our worst player. I wouldn't even put him in like the bottom 5 worst players. I'd call him average, especially compared to last season. Last season he was insane. This season not so much. And I do understand why he isn't dropped because, like Slot said, he's not the worst player. But at the end of the day, Ryan Gravenberch is an incredibly versatile midfielder. And Wataru Endo is an incredibly versatile footballer. Like, we can work around it, and you can definitely fit them both in the same team. Like I said, like, play Endo at centre-back. I know he's like 5'8", but I'd rather have that than Konate at centre-back at the minute. It's painful to watch. And it just don't make sense to me. It really doesn't make sense to me. That is Ryan's best position and the same as Wata. When I used him as an Endo, as a right back against Bournemouth, I got criticised. I got told I got criticised. Yeah, because he's not a right back, but, like, he did his job. Like, he wasn't the worst player on the pitch. He didn't play well, by any means, but you also have, like, other players who can play right backs. That's probably why you got criticised. Whereas we've got no centre-backs. Play Endo at centre-back. Or play Ryan Gravenberch somewhere else in the midfield and put Wataru Endo in the midfield. But yeah, Ryan is one of the few who has been fit throughout the whole season. That is the answer. I just think it's a cop-out answer. Honestly, I think there is genuinely more to why Endo doesn't get played. Because he didn't get played last season either, really. And I think Slot definitely has favourites and players that he's just not bothered about. And I just think Endo and Chiesa here are 2 of the players he's just not bothered about. They're just not Arne Slot players. Which is fair enough, but like in a time where we need the change, we need something clearly is wrong. You know, you've got Chiesa sitting on the bench and you've got Endo sitting on the bench. And it's like, make these changes, man. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me, but he goes on to say some things about, like, he's basically, these fringe players have a chance to prove themselves in training, but then he also goes on to say, like, oh, we only have 1 training session a week, so he contradicts himself, and that's something that's really annoying me with Slot at the minute. It's like, he doesn't know, he's just saying the wrong things constantly, And he's just digging himself a deeper hole every time he's in front of the media. But yeah, that's it for our first story, and we're going to get into our main story now regarding a potential blockbuster deal that Liverpool could find himself involved in January. And it's regarding Nottingham Forest star Elliot Anderson. As you can see here, a £100 million fee has been mooted. So we'll have a read through this article. So Nottingham Forest's Elliot Anderson is a midfielder with interest across the Premier League, with Liverpool named among those expected to be among his suitors. A 23-year-old has emerged as one of the most in-demand midfield options, with Forest demanding a fee of £80 to £100 million. Right, okay. Elliot Anderson, fantastic footballer. He's incredible. He's caused us problems when we've played against Forest. And it's unfortunate he's in a team he's at a club that's such a mess at the minute. It says versatile midfielder can play a 6 or an 8. He's impressed with Forest since joining from Newcastle. A top target for Manchester City, according to Craig Hope from the Mail. And he's also said both Liverpool and Manchester United will also be interested in Anderson. There is a feeling that a player who is most likely to be in England regular in the next several years is too good to pass by, which I understand, especially for like European competitions, you need them homegrown players. But I don't know, £100 million? Really? Like, he's a great player, but man, not £100 million, that's insane. But then again, it's like, it proves Arne Slot's contradiction with like what he was saying with Taro Endo. Like, oh, Endo can't play because we've got Ryan Gravenberch. But then you're going after Elliot Anderson. Like, to me, it just doesn't make any sense. It's not the deal for me, personally. I think our midfield is the least of our worries. I think we need to go out there and get Mark Guehi. I think we need to go get Schlotterbeck from Dortmund, maybe. We need some defensive reinforcements. We need a new left back. We need a new right back. We need a new centre back. And we got to think about replacing Van Dijk as well. Like, Van Dijk's not getting any younger. And we're seeing that this season because he's been making mistakes. Van Dijk never used to make mistakes, but he does now. So yeah, £100 million for Elliot Anderson, in my opinion, is outrageous, and we should probably stay away from it. But I'd like to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. So let me know, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.